time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Feel, don't think.
Fear is my ally.
The Force will be with you.
We are encouraged to love.
Be mindful of your thoughts.
I will not betray the Republic.
Hey, your worship, I'm only trying to help.
Scruffy-looking nerf herder.
I'm not afraid.
You must unlearn what you have learned.
So, as Kathleen Kennedy took the stage with Dave Filoni, I think Cameron got inundated with text messages about, oh my God, she's doing it again, making announcements that of movies and projects that aren't going to happen. And he put a quick call into Sparrow, and Sparrow basically said she's not getting anything that she wants. And that Levy was actually invited by Jon Favreau to go and be at Celebration. So I think that there's probably a good chance that Starfighter might end up being a movie somewhere down the line. Now, is it attached to the sequel trilogy? Well, Levy basically implied that it's a standalone thing, so we've got that going for us. And it's not attached to the Skywalker saga. It's supposed to take place after, quote, the rise of Palpatine. And there you go. Okay, so there's that. But why was Kennedy there at all? She's nominally the president of Lucasfilm. And she's never announced a movie that's actually going to be made. But she did announce the Rey movie, the Taika Waititi movie, and we know perfectly well through the trades that there's no movement on any of these. I mean, she put out a shopping list of things she wants that she's not going to get. So what it looks like to me is that this is merely a way to up her narcissistic supply, I guess. She was there during the Starfighter panel, and that's it. I mean, that's what she was doing. So I'm kind of at a loss. She announced, of course, the other movies that I talked about. Then, of course, then the big thing, Mandalorian and Grogu, which I can't wait for. Jon Favreau walked out with Grogu, and Pedro Pascal was there, and they goofed around a little bit, and then Sigourney Weaver walked out. Sigourney Weaver's playing a fighter pilot for the Rebellion / New Republic pilot. And here's a scene with Zeb Orrelios from Rebels walking in a fighter base. There's that. It looks the action. I didn't get to see the trailer, but from what we've seen, it looks like the action is going to be really great. There was a scene where Mando fights his way through an Imperial Walker and takes off with Grogu with his jetpack as the Walker blows up. And it just looks like it's a very action-packed movie, and the teaser was great. Now, I don't know why they do a teaser and then they don't put it out there so people can actually see it. But, I don't understand a lot of things. Then, of course, we got some animation news. Darth Maul, Shadow Lord. I'm one of those people that basically thinks if you killed him off in The Phantom Menace, then he should just be dead. But, again, I am not George Lucas, and there you go on that. I don't know how I feel about this. There are people that are looking forward to this. I'm more looking forward to Tales of the Underworld with Asajj Ventress and Cad Bane. I'm not really doing a lot of looking forward to Maul because he's not a favorite character. But I want you to look at this picture. We've got Kennedy standing off to the side, Dave leaning towards John, and then Pedro and Sigourney Weaver. Interesting. A Japanese audience is not going to boo her. Even if they don't like her, they might not say anything. From what we've heard, the applause was very subdued for her, as opposed to everybody else walking out on stage. That's an indication. But if you look at the responses on X to the Star Wars accounts, picture of her talking about her being on the stage, if you look at the responses to this panel on the YouTube channel, they are beyond angry. But let's talk more.
She's had trouble finding her niche.
No, I'm saying she's a dodo. Now, you may love a dodo. You may think the dodo is beautiful. You may even wish to marry the dodo. But you do not encourage a dodo to fly.
The trusty adage, starve a cold, disgust a fever. Speaking of buns I could do without, Lilith is back.
Oh, that explains why blood was pouring from all my faucets this morning.
What an odd combination of odors. Smells like a fish died and all the other fish sent flowers.
Someone just drew a pentagram on the floor and chanted, "I summon thee," 3 times.
Excuse me, Niles, but I've got news for you. Copernicus called, and you are not the center of the universe.
It's really funny how this woman's narcissism never fails to shock me. She goes out there, she gets a polite but subdued applause. If you go and look on the Star Wars channels, on YouTube's video of the panels, she's being run through the mill in not a very nice way. And then it's the same thing on their X post concerning her presence at Celebration. I, of course, left my 2 cents worth everywhere. The thing is this. We all know she's done. I mean, Matt Bellany doesn't lie about this stuff. Why she shows up at Star Wars Celebration knowing full well the fans hate her is beyond me, unless she's so crazy she doesn't think it's real. It's Russian, hackers or some shit. Bots. It's like, no, it's not. It's the fans, and they hate you. Okay? And that's the bottom line. I've got a lot of people's statements on X that I've saved that are pretty much like, we're sick of her. We are absolutely sick of her. And the fact that she doesn't get it, I mean, she wants to leave with like a victory. Well, she's not. And it's time that, she realized that, because people are just, we're done. We're over it. She's caused way too much trouble. She's done things, made judgment calls that have been absolutely horrendous for the studio, and we get to sit there and suffer. And what I mean by suffer is, it's been 10 years. As fans, we haven't been happy in 10 years. We haven't been satisfied with what we got. And then we're told we're the bad guys because, we don't like Rey, we don't like Moses Ingram, we don't, and that's bullshit. And I think everybody knows it. I think Jon Favreau knows it. I think Dave Filoni knows it. I think everybody knows it but Kennedy. And even when she's got it, the truth in front of her, she pretends like it's not real. Which, in my opinion, is really bad. It's look, she's a narcissist. She thinks everything is about her. And it's like she's got something to prove. The only thing, in my opinion, that she's got to prove is how fast she can leave. And the fact of the matter is, the fans don't want her. And you just go look at the comments by people, and you will know the fans don't want her. Okay? And she shows up at Star Wars Celebration, and all hell breaks loose, and she knew it. I think she's one of those people, if she gets any kind of attention, is good attention. And I just don't get it. I don't get that attitude. I don't understand it. And it makes me kind of wonder what happened to her in her younger life to make her feel like she can get away with this stuff. Like, these are the comments on X, okay, by people, all right? The fans hate her, okay? The fans don't want her. The idea that Bob Iger and Disney don't realize that is, to me, unbelievable, because it implies that they don't have any power to get rid of her. And, you know, I have heard the board of directors hates her. I mean, look at this one. I mean, you know, people are sick of her. She's like the guest that comes over and then doesn't leave. She wasn't supposed to be president of Lucasfilm to begin with, and now they can't get rid of her. I mean, she's supposed to leave. She even said that. She implied it in that meandering interview she had with the reporter Mike Fleming from Deadline. But, you know, she shows up at Star Wars Celebration. Why? You know, again, she is a narcissist. We all know that. I mean, it's time for her to find something else to do. You know, I'm not saying retire, even though that would probably be the best thing she could do. I'm saying go away. Just leave Lucasfilm. That's all we're asking. Okay? You failed. Admit it. Let it go. Right? That's all we're thinking. That's all we're saying. That's all we're you know, and she did fail. All right? Go and look at these comments on X. Go and look at the Star Wars channel. It's like, it's obvious that we're all done with her, we're all sick of her, and it's time for her to go. Right? And the fact that she can't be bothered to admit it, that she's failed, to admit that nothing she had in mind worked, and that she wasn't the right person for the job, just boggles the mind. Anyway, that's my impression of Star Wars Celebration right now. It's all feeding Kathleen Kennedy's narcissistic supply. And I, for one, am sick of it. This is Steph signing out. See you around the galaxy.